Something wrong, Linley? Tatsu not hear any chopping. And Tatsu is dying of hunger. Linley doesn't want to be murderer, does Linley?
Oh, sorry. I'll whip something up here real quick.
He's right, Lynn. You seem a little off today.
No, I'm fine. It's just... we detected a transmission loss in the Industrial District energy system.
You repaired that before, right? How much of a loss?
It crossed 5% yesterday.
That sounds well within safety tolerances.
Yeah, it is. It's not that so much. It's just... the upgrades I installed should be working better than that. It should have been a year till we detected any loss whatsoever.
Ah, so it's a mechanic's pride, is it? Sounds like a worthy mission. Why don't we go run some diagnostics?
Right.
But dinner...
Hello everyone, I'm Luxin, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last time, we did some other missions to grind up affinity for Elma. Then we did Elma's affinity mission and had a bit of an awful time with it again. Affinity mission bosses is apparently not very good at them. This time, we're going to take on Lynn's affinity mission. I'm getting a lot of reward tickets just from being in this squad. I like it. Our first order of business is to talk to Bart at NLA's West Gate. However, the game counts him as being in the West Gate plane of Primordia instead. So it's actually faster to warp to Primordia rather than the commercial district, surprisingly. If you do that... I got disconnected from the server, that's not a big deal. And we continue in offline mode. That just kind of happens sometimes. Xenoblade servers go down every now and then. My own house internet's working fine, so it's not a big deal. Look at that, we're finally powerful enough that low level... I think I guess the cutoff is 10 levels. So the low level enemies aren't going to target us anymore. You know, maybe the commercial district would have been faster. There's Piers, the guy who said please understand there at the beginning. Now, is Bart guy we're looking for, he's up top. He is up top. So I guess it is faster to go this way then. It's not you. Elevator. Come on. That's a slow elevator. I almost actually jumped over the elevator. God. I'm bad at this. Don't make me try to platform in an open world action RPG. Anyway. Guy we're looking for is in fact out this way.
No, haven't noticed any transmission loss in the energy system recently.
But it's in the readings. Please, you have to check one more time.
Jargon flies over a very short head of Tatsu.
NLA used to be the residential area of a spaceship. We're standing in what was the outer wall. Since we no longer need positional thrusters, we rerouted that energy elsewhere. Now it travels from the main... Basically, it's leaking. Lynn patched it up, but it's still leaking a little bit.
Ah, Tatsu knows all about leaking. Now Tatsu get it.
What is it? Ah, I guess it's been a while since you've seen Lynn fix things instead of shoot them. Surprised? You can tell she loves it. But she understands, you know? The different parts we all need to play for us to survive on Mira. Still, given the choice, I'm sure she'd lay down her weapons for this in a heartbeat. Back on the White Whale, Lynn was a key part of the engineering team. During the crash, she stayed with the engines until the very last moment. Despite her age, no one can question her skill or dedication. If she says something's wrong with the system here, there is.
I finally pinned it down. It's a problem with the replacement part.
The one you installed before?
Right. Turns out it was made here in New LA. Unfortunately, the quality doesn't match the Earth-made parts we had on the White Whale.
I suppose it makes sense that it wouldn't.
But if we're lucky, a usable part may have landed somewhere in Starfall Basin.
If Lindley say so, then Team Tatsu will go. Sooner friends fix leak, sooner Tatsu can eat.
Well, you all heard him. Guess we better get a move on.
And so, we now have the objective of heading to Starfall Basin to find the replacement part. And luckily, we just have the landmark there now, as well as the probe. Well, we're already right here. I guess, yeah, you just gotta go around and loot things, hoping you find the right thing to loot. Oh, never mind. You just get, it's the same thing as last mission. You need the L002 power cables, which are only found in these things. I was wondering why I wouldn't have picked them up my first time here. I also just really, really love the sound of... There's our pod. Really love the sound of you got a quest important item. I can't make the sound at all, but it still sounds nice. It's very, it's satisfying. You really feel like you did something. The last part is right here. Now we just need to head right back to Bart. Yep. Cool. Let's actually check the commercial district map this time and see if there is a faster way. By commercial district, I meant industrial districts, JK. Yeah, this is faster because we can just climb stuff. We don't have to. I know there's an elevator. And here's some intel here.
By the way,
Segment Silvalum. Giant petrified trees with stuff inside them in a continent north of NLA. Interestingly, last episode we did actually see a continent north of NLA. Well, not even north of NLA, north of all of Primordia. So that might be the Silvalum we're talking about. Actually, it is pretty obvious because continent names are like already there on the map, even when you haven't discovered the continents yet. Your map just won't zoom out until after you're done with Chapter 3. That's not where I'm supposed to be. Oh, nope, Bart just didn't load in. Thanks, Bart.
We found the part. I'll swap it in right now.
Unreal! The loss is so low I can't even get a reading.
Dinner time!
You really are a wizard, Lynn.
This will work for the time being, but is it enough?
Huh?
That part will eventually wear out, and then we'll be back to square one. I think it's too soon to consider this problem fixed.
But not too soon for dinner, right? Tatsu, fading. See, bright light.
I understand your concern, Lynn, but I think Tatsu's at his limit. What do you think? But there's a limit to parts from the White Whale. Once they're gone, that's it.
Exactly. This problem won't go away until we can manufacture better parts in New LA.
That would certainly make my life easier anytime something needs replacing.
What's kept us from doing that until now?
It's a resource issue, ma'am. Procuring proper materials on Mira has been harder than scavenging white whale parts. 3, in particular, are extremely scarce.
But if we found them, it'd make future maintenance a lot easier, right? So yeah, maybe it has been too hard. But now Team Elma is on the case.
Your plan does make a lot of sense. All right then, let's go finish what we started.
Yes, friends, go. But after dinner?
Sorry, Tatsu. This is really important to me. But if you help out, I promise to fix you a feast.
Feast? For Tatsu? Tatsu agreed. Friends must find thingy that can help do stuff better. Hurry now. Go, Team Tatsu.
And we're now requested to find things. Hold on. What do we need to find? 5 white cometites. Cruise detector errors in Oblivia. Alright, so looks like I was expecting this to be a short episode. I forgot that you had to go to another new continent in it. So let's head to FrontierNet Site 118, Northeast Primordia. And keep on heading to the north and east, where we can see there is indeed a continent out that way. And it's one that isn't Primordia. It's not Noctilum, obviously, because that's the direct opposite direction. And it's not even the Sylvalum that we were able to glimpse off in the distance from the northern shores. By process of elimination, there's a 50% chance that it's Oblivia. It's not really a process of elimination if it's still a 50% chance, but it's Oblivia. They wouldn't make you go that far. They wouldn't make you go anywhere other than something right next to Primordia for a level 13 mission anyway. We discover the area La Mancha, right near the entrance to Oblivia out of Primordia. And actually, quickly, I'm going to check my probe layout because certain places have mineable resources. The white Cometite is one of those, so if you have a probe, a mining probe in a location that can give you white Cometite, it's best to put it there. So I'm just checking around. Most of the probes I've got say none for mineable resources. Alright. Change that to mine probe. So next mining cycle, hopefully I'll get 2 more pieces of white Cometite, just based on the way I organize my probes. So I'm level 20-something of Elos. If you're looking at the map, this is actually the northeasternmost probe spot in Primordia. And you can see the upper right hand corner still does say we're in Primordia, FN Site 121. So we haven't actually entered Oblivia yet, but this little place, I guess it's an isthmus? Is that the definition of an isthmus? I don't remember, because the Isthmus of Panama is like a... I'm gonna Google it. Middle of the episode. Googling. Let's go. Let's go. Well, we walked into Oblivia. Narrow piece of land connecting two larger areas across an expanse of water that otherwise separates them. Okay, so I guess this is an isthmus. Isthmus of Oblivia. I guess that's just what La Mancha is. And now we just have to go gather around, pick up the crystals until we get... How many cruise detector airs? 4 of them. Luckily, it's stuff that, like, appears right around this beginning area, the Oblivia Ingress. Hopefully, a lot of them. I don't want to... this was going to be a short episode. I thought it was actually... I forgot that this mission didn't end right after the first time. We can... Wise Projan, level 21. So we can sort of gather what level they expect us to be when we're entering here, just based on the general level of the enemies around here. Speaking of levels. We also got FN Site 301, which I guess that's not how they... I guess Oblivia... Weird, because we're still on the Intracontinental map. We're not on the Oblivia map yet. We're still technically right on the corner of the Primordia one. Or no, because I have the map set to Primordia. But the way Oblivia is set up, this is actually... Oh no, I remember how the Frontier Net goes. It goes top to bottom, left to right on the map in terms of numbering, starting from 1 and going up. So the Noctilum, since Noctilum is almost completely vertical, it's basically a straight line. The one Frontier Net site that we already had there was the bottom one. So it was the bottommost one, so it had the last number. Meanwhile, this one is all the way on the west side, so it had the first number. And then we already picked up a second cruise detector air while we were going through here. So it looks like this isn't going to be too bad. Of course, now that I say that, the last one's going to take forever. But again, they make you go into Oblivia a little early. I wasn't even expecting to go into Noctilum until HB showed up. But at least they give you... Let's not fight a Cataract Leviath. At least they give you items that are, 1, relatively common, and 2, they show up. Their most common area is here at the entrance to Oblivia. It looks like we're actually getting into an enemy base. There's a Puglith Tyrant, the Raider Puglith. It's going to probably one-shot everyone. But if we can get past here, we can see that there are more Pugs too. Dagger Pugs. And you can see there's a base back there. So it looks like we're not going to be getting any cruise detector airs out of this direction, even though there we got a prone warrior. We actually did discover a landmark, the Mesa Fortress. We'll be coming back here later. See plenty of Pugs. But what I'm going to do to escape these guys is just jump straight off, because if you do that, not only do you have to jump off to discover the Yawning Giant, but you die. I don't know if you actually die, or if you just like respawn die. This actually put me at the Mesa Fortress landmark, which is not anywhere we could have gotten normally just by fighting through enemies. Can't even get that with our archaeological skill. There's a probe site in front of us in the middle of this base that I don't think it's a smart idea. Actually, it's up top there, so I don't think it's a good idea to get that. So I'm going to just teleport back to FN Site 301. Which also respawns all the items around here, so we could just resume our collecting things. I'm going to head up in this direction instead, so we don't run into the enemy base that way. Also, I was talking over it the whole time, and it's nighttime now. Oblivia's daytime music is phenomenal. Nighttime music is great, too. I just think the daytime music is better. Getting the Gormless Monkey. I'm going to be careful in this area up front, because there's that big thing, a false Saxum, that sort of looks like a Desert Sinicula. Remember, we've only fought the one Sinicula, and that was the Tyrant. That's a sound-type enemy. Plus, we'll run into a flower grove in here, too. That's Mortiful land. And now I'm not running into any cruise detector errors anymore. So this is now the next vertical row of FrontierNet sites. So this is 302. There's some Oblivia Grexes down there. They Wasteland Grexes? Soldier Grexes. As well as Wiseaprica. There are actually versions that don't appear in forest areas. Even though you'd probably be pretty hard-pressed to find a desert moose anywhere. In real life, this has the excuse of being an alien planet. And just as I called, not only have we not gotten our white Cometites yet, but we're down one cruise detector air. And it looks like the further northeast we go, the further away from the location where they spawn a lot is, because I haven't found any in a long time. Discovered the Twin Arches. Yeah, this is a Mortiful Grove. These are also pretty powerful Mortifuls. Because at night you can see that some of them are up there, or the drone Mortiful will alert other ones if it hears you. Which I think it's going to hear me. One of them's going to hear me. Which doesn't really matter, because if I die... Actually, no, I probably should have just manually warped back to the 301. Because even if these guys kill me, I'll just respawn at the Twin Arches. Yep. That one didn't follow me very far, though. Mortifuls are more of like a territorial thing than a attack you thing. Getting tons of Gormless Monkeys and Sacrificial Reactors, though. Discovering a new base camp that has more skells than we've ever seen at one place outside of NLA itself. Another tower that looks enemy-made. I think this is the... Is this the tower with the random level jump to level 58? Yup. Yeah, this isn't something you're supposed to know about yet. Enemy has skells. They have big skells, like the Rebel Kaiser Komeva. They have a lot of them. Being anywhere near here is practically suicide, except for the Schlong Skell over here. That's probably like a level 3 or level 4 because of the enemies near it. It's a level 1. They put a level 1 archaeological site right there just to screw over people going there. Nice. I'm going to head back to the Oblivia Ingress, though. There's also that one Suid Tyrant we keep seeing, but I'm not going to even attempt to deal with that thing because it's like level 20. At the very least, this is giving time for the white Cometites to come in. We get the last cruise detector error before they show up. There we go. Well, first thing, I'm going to try to get up top there. Looking at the map, it looks like I need to go around past the prone base again, so that's probably not the best idea. But while we wait, might as well accept some basic missions not in Oblivia. Which means... if I can click the right button, fast travel to the Blade Comet Course and do things. And we are back here. So while we wait for Frontier Nav's things to come in, let's... Festus the Absconder is not anything we can fight anytime soon. An Ancient Mystery is not anything we could do. 11 Grinding Squirrels, yeah. Oh god. Excuse me. Equip a Titanium Knife too. I think we can actually do that one, because if we check... It's a worn titanium knife, too. So it might not work. Actually, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to just buy a regular titanium knife, too. But not after we check the arms manufacturers. 'Cause I've been wearing a lot of Sakuraba gear still. They're almost leveled up. Let's just put all of our stuff in the Granada Galaxy group. Got them right up to level 3. They'll now sell Elma's default wear. Set for ranged weapons, which is nice. They also developed the Last Year 3 series. And the Slayer 2 series, which I think are long swords. As well as their heavy armor, which is Doug's, I guess. And Skillwear series, which is really nothing at this point. There's not really a point in doing anything like that yet. But what we can do is now buy stuff. I don't have much money, and gear actually costs a lot. But we got the Last Year 3 series. A rocket ship gun. There's a rocket ship gun. This one is better because it's less attack, but it's got a ranged attack up 2 augment, so it still boosts it. It actually only decreases it by 1 overall. So Storm last year. That's not very good. Striker last year is level 50 weapon, that's why. Alright, so Storm is the level 1 set. I think we should just go for the Soldier 3. Total decrease of range attack, actually not that expensive. Anyway, let's actually go, where are knives? Where's knife? Where is knife? Photon saber, cycle launchers, knife. Okay. Going to equip a titanium knife too. See if there's actually, yeah, I think this all Sakuraba stuff, so they won't have the Stormit Knife 3 is a level 50 weapon, but they won't have the regular Knife 3 series yet. It's level 60. Can't even buy that stuff. Wow. But let's see. I'm also going to. Is it really? I guess the rest of the stuff is level 15. Yeah. All the new Granada stuff, that stuff that sort of looks like Shulk's equipment, which is really cool. I think it looks like, this is what Elma, the male version of Elma's stuff looks like. I can buy it. It would actually help a lot because it's range attack boosting, but I need to be level 15 for it. So that's all good. Now we need to hunt some creeping bladders in the daytime. The thing you can actually do is certain tents in LA let you change the time. Or is it benches? Is it benches? Yeah, there's a bench. So let's make it 7:53 in the morning. Let's set the mission as our mission. Actually, I'm just out of curiosity. No, we're close to getting that. And we're still waiting on 5 white Cometites to come in. Now that we have 0 Moranium. Moranium will still come in if you haven't maxed out, but at least we're not wasting any now. And it's just asking for creeping bladders, which we can find back at the Westgate Plain, because everything's at the Westgate Plain these days, you know? Here we go. Plenty of areas around here. The thing is, you don't even actually need to use the weapon on the specific enemy. So, like, I can only use my ranged weapon on these things, which I think I'm going to, because I can just beam barrage and pretty much kill one right off the bat. Actually, tons of damage to all of them. Which one am I targeting? Okay, that was weird. So yeah, that was 3 of those. I also got 2 new ray guns off of that. There's our old one soldier last year too. We also got Advanced Storm last year, Advanced Storm ray gun. Last year's series looks cool. It's like that. I guess the Laster 1 series, because this is the Laster 3 is plain gun. But those aren't nearly as good as the actual store-bought one. Aw, nice. Almost good enough to one-shot a level 2 enemy, finally. Okay, so, you need to kill 4 of those. Apparently the other ones I killed didn't count.
Nice work.
Apparently that one didn't count. Why is this not working? Oh, I guess you do have to actually use it. Okay. Usually you don't. But you do have to actually pull out your melee weapon on them at least once for them to count. So there better be 2 more in this section. Whatever, it's still killing a little more time. A little more time for the Moranium stuff to come in. I'm really surprised it hasn't yet. If it has, I just haven't been... Yeah, because we're at 0 Moranium. We invested all of it in Granada. So... I've hit both of those with the titanium knife too. So I could just do that. Throw another slit edge, kill that guy with the slit edge just to be safe. Got the prototype Trekware. Toss my optic screen at this guy's face. See, even these guys are so weak, even my optic screen's doing heavy damage to him.
We got him. Let's move.
With our paltry experience. Just get a nice view of Primordia out here. Moon, 2 of the moons. How many moons does Mirror have? I think it has 3. There's a 3rd one. Might be more. It has 2. It does not. It can't have 2 suns. If it had 2 suns, day-night cycle would be screwy. It actually follows an Earth-like one. I guess there's really nothing else to do but to kind of sit here and wait for the white Cometite to come in. I don't want to do another mission because it'll be OP for the story. So I'm just gonna go up by Bart again. Hope something happens. I got bored, so I decided I'm going to challenge Cyrene the Lost. Let's die.
I won't back down.
Only one of us is going down. Right to me.
They're pushing me back.
Got staggered. I don't think it could topple pretty well. We'll never know, because Lyn doesn't use Wild Down. Wild Down is a TP art, but yeah, I'm already running low on health. Gonna charge up things like this.
I'll make sure to leave it dead.
I didn't put the slow arts, which does exactly what you'd expect it to. Don't think bursting those things does anything other than stun it. Alright, it's toppled though. Broke another one. Isn't going awfully. Done research. I did a little bit of research into how getting items actually works. And it turns out I might be here for hours waiting for this. If it doesn't show up after like the next time... Yeah, I died there. Okay. If it doesn't show up like the next time I get materials from Frontier Nav, because materials, revenue, and Moranium are all on a different timer. If it doesn't show up next time, I'm just going to call it an episode here. But yeah, I did get a couple random 1-star chests, but other than that I didn't do anything significant other than fight a couple weaker enemies that saw me, so far at least. It's archaeological level 2, can't do anything about that. Actually, I discovered Roof Rock, BC. I think Roof Rock might be a landmark too, so I'm gonna discover it too. Yeah. Tyrant I do think I can handle though is Roderick the Fleet-Footed.
Wear them down from a distance.
Unfortunately, he won't even attack me unless I actually can aggro him. And I'm gonna have to actually get a shot in because I don't want to waste a beam barrage and accidentally aggro one of the level 23s. Boy. There we go. Unsurprisingly, this Quicavello joins him, so I'm going to focus my attacks on that one. Commanding them to focus it, they're not really doing much focusing. Elma got staggered, not the enemy, that's why. Actually switched my gun when I want to charge up my ranged darts. How's that for an idea? Kinda dumb of me. That'll deal with the small one and do significant damage to the big. Or not, because it missed completely. It's raining now, it shouldn't have any stat effect on anything. Double myopic screen. Let's get, auras don't really matter right now, but I'll get my Slit Edge charged up again. Really don't want to accidentally aggro one of the level 23s. This is why Lyn doesn't have trash talk anymore. At this point, it's basically bullet sponging. Give me critical power, which is kind of interesting. There we go. There we go. That was necessary. I wish I had a charge up, quickly charging up ranged art, because Elma only has Sliding Slinger. Is the only reliable ranged art. You know what? Let's just recuperate. Why not? Didn't need the aura, but might as well just get that small bit of affinity with Elma. Oh, that's a tyrant. Wasn't one that was responsible for a segment. Give us the Avello A figure, though. Elma called out a soul voice after the battle was over. Still waiting for 5 white Cometites. Finally, the white Cometite came in, and at this point, I'm actually on the east side of Primordia instead of the west one, just by running around randomly. So that's fun.
You really got them all? Wow. I guess everything I heard about you guys is true.
These will mean a nice boost in our manufacturing quality, right?
Absolutely. Now we'll never have to hunt for old parts again.
Another day, another step. Slowly but surely, we're building a sustainable future for ourselves on this planet. And it's all thanks to the dedication of people like you, Lyn.
With the support of some very patient indigenous peoples, of course.
Dance of too hungry to dance.
All right, now it's time to build a sustainable future for Tatsu's stomach.
Woohoo! Lily put spring into Tatsu's step. Dance of sustainable joy.
We have finally finished the repair job. Now, the funny thing about... we learned Fire Carnival, also. The funny thing is that I was waiting for, all told, about half an hour for the last piece of white Cometite to come in after I got the third. That is more than an in-game day. So Tatsu actually waited about 2.5 days for everything. I know he's not my favorite character. He has some good moments before they start driving in the he's food meme too deep. But he really deserves a break after this one. And we're gonna give him a whole time between episodes to collect his thoughts and fill his stomach. Next time we'll take on Chapter 4, but until then, I'm Luxin, signing off.